Let's see what is in the energy for the collective. All I do know is the energy is heavy. It's not like this, it's a heavy energy. And the deck that I was guided to start with, it's gonna be some mess 9 times out of 10. So let's see what the hell comes out in this message for you guys. Spirit, universe, divine, God, Ra, spirit guide, spirit team, archangels, guardian angels. What messages do you have for the collective? Make me a clear channel in order to receive and relay these messages clearly and concisely for everyone to understand. Archangel Michael, place a hedge around me and the collective as I tap into this energy and do this reading. Keep all negative energy and entities out of my energy and out of this reading, and cause all monitoring spirits to go blind and deaf. Ashe. Okay. Somebody about to get told on. Somebody about to get told on. Something's about to be exposed, aired out, something. Because the first card out is the whistleblower card. Okay. So I don't know exactly what this is talking about. I don't know exactly what this is. But okay, that was weird. Somebody about to get found out or something. There's a whistle on the shadow of this card. Someone could be a gym teacher or some shit. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I was getting to. Someone could be a gym teacher. The next card out is civil unrest. So whatever this is that's about to be exposed, whistle blown about, it's going to cause some kind of unrest with society, with civilians, with people, with the population. Okay, so normally when we hear the term whistleblower, it's some governmental shit. It's someone in the government snitching on their fellow governmental co-workers. Okay, so with the civil unrest card after that, I'm actually not surprised, because when whistleblowers blow the whistle on shit that the government is doing behind society, behind civilians' back, guess what happens? Civil unfucking rest. Okay, so, but really quickly, if you are interested in getting a reading longer than 10 minutes from me, now is your chance. I'm having a mini sale. So the next 3 people to book a 60-minute reading, that's an hour long, will get a 50% discount. So instead of paying $120 for an hour reading, you'll actually only be paying $60 for me to do an hour reading for you. So, as I always say, smart people make smart choices. So, again, if you've been wanting a longer reading than the 10-minute reading, again, now's your chance. I'm only taking the next 3 people to book an hour-long reading for that 50% off. So, if you are interested, either click the link above my head somewhere, or go down below to the description box and click that link to book your reading before someone gets to the 3 spots before you do. Okay, next card out is the decoy card. What is this? So the whistleblower could be getting ready to expose something that the government has been, how am I hearing this? It's like hiding, but in plain sight. So decoy, that's what it's like, someone hiding something in plain sight, someone trying to be undetected, someone pretending to be something or someone that they're really not. Okay, and when the people find out about this decoy, it's gonna cause the civil unrest. Okay, is this riots or not? America ain't had a riot in a minute. Now that I think about it, maybe we do. Maybe we're due for one. In the 90s, there was always a riot. So I don't know exactly. Spirit, one more card from this deck. I'm about to. Global operation. Y'all, somebody about to expose something with the dark agenda, something with the shadow government, something with the Illuminati, Freemasons, whatever the hell you want to call them. They're all the same shit, okay? So yeah, there's someone that works with or in the government that's about to put some shit on Front Street about a global operation that the government, the shadow government, whatever you want to call them, has been trying to disguise, trying to hide. And when the whistle is blown, It's going to cause civil unrest, and people are going to be pissed. People might start flipping over cars and burning shit. I'm just a messenger, okay? Also, really quickly before I continue, if you are interested in donating to the cause being helping me and my fiance eat and keep the roof over our head, I would greatly appreciate any donations of any size. It doesn't matter how big, how small, whatever you are guided to do, we will greatly appreciate and show gratitude for. So if you are interested in donating to helping us, you can do so by going down below to the description box and donating to either my Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. Also, thank you to anyone and everyone that has donated, no matter how big or how small it has been. Thank you, because as you can see, we're still here. So that's all because of you, because of the bookings that you guys have been doing and the donations that you guys have been sending. So thank you. God bless you, and thank you. Lab accident. Okay, so y'all, hear me out. This could very well be about all the outbreaks and the food and all the shit that's been going on lately, okay? Now, I know that you know that I know that you know that there's been a lot of, from the booty COVID with the lettuce, to the salmonella, to the listeria, to the everything, okay? So I did a reading a few months ago, and there's something in the water, and I was talking about how they're going to try to make it look like something is an accident, something got into the water by accident, but that thing in the water was going to make people sick, and the contamination was going to be leaked from a lab. I don't know if you remember that reading. In fact, I'm gonna drop that shit up here, so if you haven't seen it, you can go watch that, because it could be connected to this, okay? There's something with the water and something with the food, okay? And it's supposed to look like an accident. I feel like that's what this decoy card is, okay? A decoy is not always a person. I don't believe it's always a person. I could be wrong, but I'm not about to look it up right now. What I'm getting is a decoy is not always a person. It can be a plan. It can be a thing, okay? So the decoy is the lab accident. But there's someone that's about to put it out there that this is it's not an act. It's like, it looks like an accident, but it's not an accident. It's literally orchestrated global operation. And I also find it funny that global operation came out, because global operation would be, like I said, the government, the shadow government, the dark agenda, the Freemasons, the Illuminati. They're global. They're not just in America, okay? They're global. And they have their hands in everything. They alter, touch, change, do, move, everything, okay, to make shit work for them. So I'm not shocked that lab accident came out after global operation. Okay, so Spirit, what else for this energy? I was guided to this deck next. So let's see what comes out in this deck related to this message. Oh shit. Well, that was quick. The card on the bottom of the deck, Babylon has fallen. Now, I've told y'all before, I don't read the Bible. Spirit told me not to stop. I read it once upon a time. Spirit told me to stop reading the Bible, because like I always say, there's truth in the Bible, but the Bible is not the truth, okay? But in the Bible somewhere, do not ask me where, because I do not read it. I do not know what book, what verse, what nothing. I just know what Spirit tells me and what's channeled to me, okay? Babylon has fallen. In the Bible, it talks about Babylon being this great nation that falls, okay? In modern times, America would be considered Babylon. Now, the whistleblower exposing this shit, the global operation, the lab accident, the civil unrest, and Babylon has fallen. Y'all, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, maybe 6 to 9 months ago, I did another reading talking about the, what was the title? It was the last spiritual battle or something like that. And I spoke about the last spiritual battle being with America, with the system, with the government, okay? I'm just saying. So this is what this is reminding me. I'm gonna try to find that video and put that link overhead too for someone if you want to watch it. But that's what this is giving me. Confirmation burp. Well, hello confirmation burp. Yeah, something's about to be exposed that's going to expose the dark agenda, what's been going on behind the scenes, expose these contaminations of the food, the water, all that shit. And it's going to be seen and known and understood that all this shit has been orchestrated by a global operation. And when the civil unrest happens, because people are, what am I hearing? It's a line from Step Brothers. And I believe Will Ferrell said something about when you oppress people, they rise up in a fiery anger. Yeah, that's what's going to cause Babylon to fall. The truth coming out and the people rising up in a fiery anger, the civil unrest, is going to cause the fall of America, the fall of Babylon, the fall of the global operation. I told y'all, when Spirit told me what deck to pull from, I knew it was going to be some heavy shit. And I told you the energy was heavy from before I even started. What is this, Spirit? Accoutrements, service equipment. What is this about? Also, interestingly enough, the card flipped over for me to see the back. 11:11 on the timer. I don't use the back of these cards. I cut these cards up from a card game so I could make these, okay? But on the back it says, when your entire meal goes bad. What have I been talking about? I've been talking about the contamination in the food. I've been talking about the contamination in the water. When your whole meal goes bad. So I wasn't supposed to pay attention to accoutrement. I was supposed to be seeing the back of the card. Confirmation to what I've been saying this whole time. They as in the shadow government, whatever, I'm not going to keep saying every name. They have purposely been trying to poison us through food, through water, through whatever they can. Why? Let's find out. Let's find out. One, we know it's for control, but why? What is the point of the control? Why? I look over in the bag of words and the word bleak is staring me dead in the face. Why? Because they want to make our lives bleak. They want to make our lives miserable. Now, if you know anything about the dark agenda, the shadow government, all that shit, their purpose, the system's purpose, is to oppress us, to keep us in low vibrational energy so they can harvest our energy. That's the purpose of 9-to-5 jobs. That's the purpose of school. That's the purpose of all that shit, okay? It's literally to keep us in a low vibrational mindset. Bills, all that shit is to keep us low vibrational, to keep us feeling bleak, okay? And because people are starting to wake up to the truth, because people are starting to awaken, people are trying to gain Christ consciousness and all this shit, the dark agenda, the global operation is losing their grip on the people. They're losing the grip on society, okay? So because they're losing their grip and people are starting to awaken, they are taking drastic measures and doing whatever they can to keep people in the energy of darkness, in the low vibrational energy, okay? They're trying to keep us broken, because I look over in a bag and I see someone who has broken something irreplaceable. They're trying to break our spirit. They're trying to break our faith. They're trying to break our light. They're trying to steal our light, okay? By doing the things they've been doing. And because, like I said, people are starting to awaken, because people are starting to awaken to Christ consciousness and elevate and evolve, and people are starting to follow their light, they're doing everything they can to try to keep everyone oppressed. And that's why these fake lab accidents and fake leaks and fake contaminations are happening. God damn. I look over in the bag and crystalline bodies are light bodies. When you ascend to a certain point, your body starts to become crystalline, okay? They're trying to keep us from awakening and ascending and becoming crystalline. They're trying to keep people from being able to go to the 5D, okay? As long as they can keep people trapped in this realm, reincarnating over and over again, trapped in the 3D realm, they're able to harvest our energy and our power every lifetime, every generation, every lifetime, okay? They're trying to keep us from awakening. They're trying to keep us from evolving. They're trying to keep us from being able to ascend to the 5D. That's why they're attacking the food. That's why they're attacking the water. And I believe I said that in the video, there's something in the water. I believe I said the purpose was for them to try to keep us from ascending, okay? Oh, and then I just got my throat just started itching, and I just started coughing. Yeah, there's something they don't want us to hear. There's something they don't want us to know. And they may be trying to stop this whistleblower because the tower in reverse, escape disaster. They may be getting ready to try to stop this whistleblower. They may know who the whistleblower is. So if there happens to be all of a sudden someone in the government that randomly dies, or there happens to be some kind of assassination or some kind of weird like helicopter accident or something like that with someone important, 9 times out of 10, that's the whistleblower. And they were trying to silence the whistleblower. That's why my throat was itching, trying to stop the whistleblower from talking before this is exposed, because they're trying to escape the tower. They're trying to escape the disaster, and the disaster they're trying to escape is the civil unrest and Babylon falling. Y'all, I don't think I have anything else to say in this message, in this reading. I don't believe there is anything else. That's pretty straight to the point. That's pretty clear cut. Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything else. So I'm going to close this reading here. I'm just a messenger, okay? This could be past, present, or future energy, but I'm getting that this is about to happen, okay? Just like the something in the water video, I did that shit 3 months ago, and I've said this before, my predictions usually happen within 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. So again, I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling you the message that I was given to tell you about what the hell Spirit wanted to say. You can believe me. You don't have to. I'm not here to convince, persuade, or make anyone believe me. But I do know that I know what I be talking about. So, guys, that's all I have for this message. I'm going to go ahead and close this reading here. As always, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Be safe out there. Deuces.